God Shiva speaks. The Father says, in order to reform your actions, always remain honest with me, God, the true Father of all souls. If you ever perform a wrong action, even by mistake, then write to me, God, the Father of all souls, immediately. If you tell me, God, the Father of all souls, honestly, the effect of it will be reduced. Otherwise, it will continue to increase. As soon as I, God the Father of all souls, receives news, I will give you Srimad, elevated directions to reform it. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, through this study, you will become part of the Sun dynasty because you are studying Raja Yoga. It should remain in your intellects that this is the study place of the Gita. I, God the Father of all souls, is teaching you, and you will become Lakshmi and Narayan, or members of their clan. This is Raja Yoga, Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, do you remember what you are studying? Or do you ever forget that you are students of me, God the Father of all souls, the highest on high? I, God the Father of all souls, is teaching you in order to make you into the highest on high deities, residents of heaven, and you are my children. Gateway to Heaven, 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, it is only by staying in yoga, remembrance of me, God the Father of all souls, that your body consciousness will be reduced and you will become sweet. Because of being body conscious, you cannot become sweet and you continue to get upset. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, those of you who stay in yoga, remembrance of me, God the Father of all souls, are said to be my worthy children. You never say wrong things. You forget your friends and relatives. You came bodiless and have to return home to the soul world bodiless. Each of you children have now received a third eye of knowledge with which you know your home, the soul world, and also your kingdom of heaven. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, it is explained, you souls are imperishable, and you have parts of 84 births recorded within you, which have no end. You go to the land of liberation, the soul world, for a short time, and then come down here again to act your parts from the beginning until the end of the world cycle. You play all wrong parts. Always remember this. You now have to return home to the soul world. By remembering me, God the Father of all souls, you will become pure from impure once again. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, do you souls remember your future status through your bodies? Or do you remember your physical relations, possessions, and businesses, etc.? You should understand that I, the unlimited Father of all souls, has come here to teach you, to make you into the masters of the unlimited. Then, whether you become a king, a queen, or a subject is up to you. At least you become the masters of the world. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "You know that I, God Shiva, the Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, is not a black oval shaped image as is shown, but I am a point. You know this. You are now to go back home to the soul world, where you will remain bodiless. You now have to become bodiless. Consider yourself to be souls, and remember me, God the Purifier, Father of all souls, Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "The things you speak of at this time then continues on the path of devotion. All the festivals and fasts you observe refer to this time. The true fast is that of Manmana above. Remember me, God the Father of all souls, alone. However, to remain without food or water is not really a fast. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "At this time there is a lot of pomp of Maya, sin, in this old world. Formerly, electricity and gas didn't exist here. It has been invented recently. It was invented about 100 years ago. People are completely trapped in those things. They say this is heaven for them. There is so much force of Maya that they don't remember me, God the Father of all souls, Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, "Those of you who are regular students of the Gita will study the Gita no matter where you go. You have now found the true Gita with pictures. Now you should make very good efforts, otherwise you wouldn't be able to claim a high status. You will then cry out in distress when you are shown visions. When all the visions have been given, you will go and become threaded number-wise in the rosary of Rundra and then the rosary of victory. When students fail at school, they feel so much sorrow. Your deal is for every world cycle. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of November 2021.